EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Harris running straight ahead. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jags have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Jaguars 7, Steelers 3.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. And on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Jones on the return. Well, that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's to the 15 and finally down at the 9-yard line. 52 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw here. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
3rd down and 13. Now Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Austin. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now a throw here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Lawrence now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A very solid gain of 27. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. It's a throw again is Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
Acrisure Stadium opened back in 2001 and has tormented kickers ever since because it's one of the toughest venues in the league to connect from deep, especially when you're driving towards the open end of the stadium. He had the leg for it, just couldn't get it lined up properly.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it, and the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I got him.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
So second and 4 from the 22. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Hey, run!
Etienne up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Etienne once more. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Hey, here we go, man. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Now for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 78 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. There he goes left side. Past midfield, look out. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. A short throw to Ingram, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And shutting him off now up the field. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind him. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And oh, it's blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got this to Pickens. Down inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 45 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to run it with Harris. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
A give running right, ETN. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Runs through the contact. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
39, Steelers 18. Logan Cook to kick off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And, my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Red on red.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress